Hey! Here's today's tip to help you be prepared for an emergency situation. Enjoy!
This video will list 10 essential items that you need to carry in your hiking backpack. Having these items with you whenever you go hiking in the backcountry is very important, whether it's a short hike for an hour or so or a much longer hike. Even though you may only use a few of these items over time, or even none at all, always having your hiking backpack with you and being prepared for an emergency or if something goes awry can be essential to your survival. So here's your hiking backpack checklist. Number 1, lighting. Always carry a flashlight or headlamp and include spare batteries and bulbs in your hiking backpack too. If you run out of daylight without a flashlight or headlamp, your risk of getting lost is far greater and you may not be able to find your way back to your vehicle or trailhead. You will also be way more vulnerable after dark, as moving at night without a light can be very dangerous. Number 2, fire starter. Ensure you're carrying waterproof matches, a lighter or a fire starter. Fire is vital and will keep you warm, especially if there's a change in the weather, you have an injury, or you'll need to stay outside overnight unexpectedly. You can also use fire for drying clothes, cooking, signalling for rescue and keeping animals away, and for melting snow to boil and use for drinking water if needed. Number 3, shelter. Always carry an orange tarp for creating a makeshift shelter and an orange blanket in your hiking backpack as well to keep you dry and warm. Being orange means they're highly visible, so they can also be used as signalling devices. Number 4, signalling device. A whistle or a mirror can be used for signalling if you're lost or injured and will increase your chances of being heard or seen. Blowing a whistle takes way less energy than having to shout and yell out, and the sound carries further too. Number 5, food and water. For any number of reasons, your hiking trip could last way longer than expected. Any outdoor activity takes energy, so having extra food will give you the boost you need if you have to deal with an emergency. Water is even more critical, as your body needs it more than food. In normal circumstances, a person can survive only 3 minutes without air, 3 days without water, and 3 weeks without food, so have at least 1 litre of water spare. Number 6, extra clothing. You need enough clothing to keep you warm if there's a change in the weather. Even in the summer, temperatures can quickly change depending on the terrain, so pack rain, wind and waterproof gear and include warm headwear and leather gloves. Many people misjudge the weather conditions before they leave to enjoy the great outdoors, so always be prepared to survive an emergency or change in the states. Number 7, navigation and communication equipment. A GPS, cell phone, satellite phone or handheld radio, all with fully charged batteries and or a portable solar charger will be valuable tools. However, always carry maps and a compass if nothing else, as your electronic equipment may become useless. Number 8, first aid kit. If you're injured, being able to rely on yourself for care is very important. You may be in a situation where you can't use any of your electronic communication devices and have no other means to call for immediate help. You'd also be wise to take a first aid course. Number 9, sun protection. Protect yourself from the sun and include sunglasses, sunscreen and a hat in your hiking backpack. Sun exposure can lead to dehydration, hypothermia and severe burns. In snowfields, it can also lead to snow blindness. All of these conditions can be very painful, dangerous and debilitating. So here comes my final essential hiking backpack item. But first, if I've helped, I would love it if you could give me a big thumbs up and let me know your thoughts in the comments as well. Oh, and I've also included links in the description showing examples of all of these items for you. Number 10, pocket knife. A knife is an essential survival tool, as you can use it to build a shelter, collect firewood, source food and cook with, and many other things. Remember, practice, 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 and know how to use all of these items. You don't want to be having to learn new skills in the middle of a crisis. So whether it's learning to start a fire, especially in wet weather, using your maps and compass, signalling with your mirror, or building a makeshift shelter, learning all of these skills can be life-saving. Think like a yo-yo survivor and be prepared for when you're on your own. And share this video with your family and friends too, so they can be smart and be ready with a hiking backpack that's ready for any emergency or survival situation.
Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to get regular survival updates and check out my channel to see more. Oh, and if you're like me and love my gear, check out the links in the description. Stay safe.